Hey everybody, it's Gabriel again. I want to talk about something that can so quickly be like undertow, kind of be a thief in your business when you're working for yourself, and that is over preparation. It's one of the super classic, most people fall into. I've done it, and I'm sure many of you have as well. And what I mean by over preparation is you get on all the webinars. You watch all the trainings, you get on all of the conference calls, you read the books, you have been to the classes, you understand the literature, whatever it is that you're doing. And it's this consumption. What you find is there's a tendency for people to just overconsume all of the knowledge about the business, but it rarely translates into an action plan. And what happens is you deceive yourself into believing that you're actually gaining ground, that you're actually moving the needle, that you're actually accomplishing something, because that minutia, all of that activity, the emotional connections, it's like the person that reads every single book on a subject probably knows infinite amounts more on the subject than you do, but you're applying it and they're the ones full of book knowledge. It is so common that I have found, there was times in the past where I would, I need to do this. So I would revert and go into consuming the content. Then I would go to the office store, or I would go buy a new computer, or specifically with all of my video stuff, this was a big one, rather than just cutting the videos, which I did forever, for years. But then for whatever reason, I overthought it, and then I quit for a while. And I would find myself buying the newest camera, or buying the newest lenses, or, I need a light. Oh, I've got to have an LED light. I've got to have this. I need a ring light. I need a backdrop. I need this. And I find myself just consuming and ordering and watching tutorials, and it feels good, but you actually are just creating that undertow and you're gaining no ground. The truth is we live in a day where, yes, you can learn anything that you ever would need to know on YouTube or on an iPhone. Use your iPhone, you can talk to the world. But there are so few people that actually act, so few people that actually engage in their business. For many of people that are in the home-based businesses, this is a classic one. People will ask them, well, people won't ask. This is a industry classic question, and it is this: how many times have you shared what you offer, both at a product level, or if there's a business attached to it, how many times have you shared the product and the business to people? And they'll always say this is super common. Well, I'm getting ready to get ready. I've got my list together. I have a strategy call with one of my bosses or my leaders or one of my hierarchical people that are up the chain from me. And I'm just really excited about it. I talked to my family about it. And, I think I'm going to start engaging. I think next week is a good time, or, at the 1st of September, we're going to start doing it because of such a, this, that, and the other. And folks, not to be repetitive, but are you getting ready to get ready, preparing to prepare, training to train, consuming to consume, but fundamentally, you have not and are not sharing it with people? You can be the least prepared person that talks to the most people and be the wealthiest. Great saying, known beats best every time. There are people, I heard this great analogy, the guy had the best hamburgers, literally in the city, the best hamburgers. He had spent, years on the recipe, and it just was famous at some level, right? At least within the town. And anybody that tried the burgers were blown away. They said, this is the greatest thing we've ever had. The pickles were even mind-bending. The lettuce was mind-blowing, right? The recipe, it was almost like the Krabby Patties on SpongeBob, right? It was this famous recipe that everybody wanted, and the whole society was drunken with the consuming of it. But anyway, so this guy had, and I say that because I have kids, and that's what came to mind, right? Well, anyway, so best burger, period, not arguable. Yet struggling like crazy financially, struggling like crazy to maintain the operation, to continue to get the freshest ingredients. And there was always a lot of hiring and firing, etc. Anyway, and down the street, there was 2 other burger operations, and one of them, and they were both massively successful, but they had basically not that great. I mean, they just weren't that great. And yet the one that was the most known ended up outdoing the other one that was super known because of awareness. And what happened is the guy that had the best stayed in that little boutique burger mentality. And I don't know the rest of the story. I just remember this from years back. And it goes back to the analogy, and the guys that didn't have the good burger but were the most vocal were the wealthiest. And so, yes, you want to have quality. Yes, you want to have the best burger. And I mean that by over preparation and consuming content and being super knowledgeable. You want to be very knowledgeable. You want to be excellent in your business. But here's the truth. Known beats best every single time. And you could be the most knowledgeable broke person in your company. You could be the most knowledgeable broke consultant in your direct sales opportunity. You could be the most knowledgeable and prepared broke real estate agent in the entire agency or whatever. But the person that is the most known, the person that is sharing the message with the most people, the person that is the most vocal in the actionable activities, not only in time learns to be the best, but they also have massive success at the same time. I just want you to know, known beats best every time. Do not allow your business to be destroyed. And I say that because I've seen businesses. Well, here's why. Because there are people that can't survive the slow crawl up, right? They can't survive not making the money fast enough. So they end up quitting, not doing it anymore, doing something else entirely, joining another real estate agency, joining another direct sales opportunity, starting another home-based business, closing the doors on what they were doing and starting something new, because they couldn't survive the fact that they were always caught in the idea of making better burgers. If you guys are over preparing all the time, and if you're constantly consuming content and it's not turning into actionable change, then guess what? It's a huge indicator of fear. People are afraid of success, or they're afraid that they may fail, so they will over prepare as a compensating factor. And it's a cushion. It's a way to touch. It's a way to keep your feet in the water. It's a way to get wet without having to swim. And so emotionally, you get your bathing suit on, you go to the pool or you go to the lake, you get there, you get ready, you put up the umbrella, you have your towel out, you have your food, and you just sit there and hold your feet in the water. And you never experience the water. Right? That's not swimming, folks. I want you to be successful, and I want you to learn from my mistakes. I got into the trap of over preparation. And I realized when I popped my head up, I was the busiest guy out there, but I wasn't sharing it with anybody. Or I was facilitating meetings for everyone, right? But I wasn't building my own business. These are huge things that can easily be a gigantic trap for you. So hope this is encouraging. Go into actionable activities and execution. And while you're doing it, you'll become the expert by doing, not by preparation. All right? I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.